Habari. Very good. Habari yako captain.
And you sent 50,000.
And you sent us 50,000.
Yes. Currently, we are at 170 million. We have been able to reach 7,000 women. And we intend, we get a boost.
From somewhere. Okay. They need a boost.
Yes. We want the women of Embu this to go to other constituencies. Because it already has network, it already has the capacity. We just need to step back.
Habari zenu? Naona mnaunda chiku.
Thank you. This is practical action. Partnering with the county government. Yeah, partnering with the county government of Embu to empower women in energy production ili tuwaambie wasiharibu miti sana na wawe wakipika na energy saving jikoni.
We have trained some young men, young women, to help set up the kitchens. So they go and they keep properly because it looks now just a shell, but there is something they build around it so that it is found.
But it is also funded by the National Government, the Farmers Production Fund.
Yes, so now the amount of firewood that human beings is so little that it is a very good energy.
Yes.
And through Clean Energy Alliance, where Her Excellency the First Lady, this is what we are doing.
The very mover who leads our Habari. Program that communities lead.
Yes.
Among the many programs that are implementing social and health programs that are investing in all the counties within the country, and we do our health programs ensuring that our women know their HIV statuses. We focus on cervical cancer screening and prevention of other programs.
Welcome, Your Excellency. This is Center for Solutions Kenya. We work with support from USA. They're coming over here. Access to all here. As far as the young persons and our job taking care of them. They don't have access to these facilities. So therefore, through the support of USAID, we have been able to get new technologies, which are computer technology and artificial intelligence, which can be able to screen for TB in wherever they are, whatever markets at home, and they're able to get. Kelele na nduru ya rais wetu. Your Excellency, wacha niseme ya kwanza kabisa, leo tuko chini ya kina mama. Leo tuko chini ya kina mama. And Your Excellency, welcome to Embu, Manyata constituency. Hapa huko ni one of the development projects ulifanya ikiwa ya kwanza katika Embu County. The Embu Stadium iko vile iko hivi kwa sababu yako, Your Excellency, the President. Before niseme neno moja, kwa sababu mimi ndio mwenyeji hapa, ningetaka kwanza kutambua marafiki zetu wa bunge ambao wako hapa na sisi na wamekuja kwa wingi, Your Excellency, kushikana na wewe kucelebrate International Women's Day. And Your Excellency, ningeomba kwanza nitambue wabunge wa East Africa wale wako hapa kwa wingi. Ningetaka tu kuje mbele ndio waweze kutambulikana. Nitawaita na majina, pia speaker wao ako hapa. Karibu haraka tafadhali, ndio wakati. Wa kwanza, Your Excellency, tuko na speaker wa East African Assembly, ametoka Burundi, ako huku kwetu Embu, anaitwa Joseph Ntakirutimana, kama nimepata hiyo jina ukweli. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Falhada kutoka Kenya katika East Africa Assembly, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Guy Deng kutoka South Sudan, mpigieni makofi tafadhali. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Zipora Kering, mbunge wa East Africa kutoka Kenya, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Gerardine Kaubo kutoka DRC, ako huku kwetu Embu, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Momamo kutoka pia Burundi, ako hapa na sisi, ana represent East Africa. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Dorothy Masirika kutoka pia DRC, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Stella Mnetayaminwa kutoka DRC, pia mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Goreth Bigirimania kutoka Burundi, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Sirinda Blacks kutoka kule Uganda, majirani zetu, mpigieni makofi. Alafu tuko na Mheshimiwa Kanini Kega, mbunge wa East Africa, ana represent Kenya kule East African Assembly. Tafadhali mketini. Haya, pia kwa sababu ningetaka kutambua wabunge wale wako hapa kutoka Kenya, bunge la taifa la Kenya. Kwanza ningetaka kutambua, na leo kina mama nitawaintroduce wakiwa wa mwisho. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Faizan Mzambweni constituency, mpigeni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Gitonga Murugara, neiba yetu hapa Tharaka, mpigeni makofi. Tuko na mbunge mrefu mkubwa wa kutoka huku kwetu Embu, Mheshimiwa Ruku kutoka hapa Mbere South. Anaitwa Karongo wa Dhangwa, mpigeni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Jane Kagiri, mbunge wa kule Laikipia, ako hapa na sisi, mpigeni makofi, and a happy International Women's Day. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Alice Nganga wa kutoka kule kunaitwa Thika, mpigeni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa rafiki yangu anaitwa Jematia kutoka kule Baringo, mpigieni makofi. Tuko na Mheshimiwa anaitwa Maina, nominated senator kutoka kule, Veronica Maina kutoka Muranga, mpigeni makofi. Tuko na bosi yangu ambaye ni deputy whip wa National Assembly, rafiki yangu sana, anaitwa Wako, mpigieni makofi. Naye senator wetu Mundi Gitonaga, senator wetu wa Embu, mpigieni makofi. Mpigieni makofi tena. nitaruhusu kidogo kwa sababu women rep wetu wako hapa. Na leo ni International Women's Day. Mutaniruhusu women rep wetu kwa heshima na taadhima aseme jambo moja kwa sababu ni International Women's Day. Mpigieni makofi.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, our Deputy President, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, and all protocols observed. Wamama hoe! Wamama mpo! Muthenya toyo e! Muthenya toyo e! Tigane Jesu e! Tigane Jesu e! Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, we are deeply honored by your presence today as we celebrate the 2024 International Women's Day. The theme for this year's International Women's Day, accelerate progress, underscores the critical importance of investing in women to expedite advancement towards gender equality and empowerment. Empowering women and girls plays a pivotal role in fostering a more inclusive and equitable society, ultimately contributing to the eradication of extreme poverty and promotion of resilient democratic communities. Your Excellency, discriminatory social norms pose significant barriers to women's empowerment, limiting their opportunities for progress and equality. Some of these social norms, such as female genital mutilation, FGM, are still prevalent in some parts of Embu County. As you may be aware, Your Excellency, the FGM practice causes immediate and long-term negative effects, among others, health complications, school dropouts, child pregnancy, and early marriages. With full realization that this impacts our women and girls' future economic empowerment, as a county women representative, we have established a program of restoring hope in these women. Your Excellency, education is vital investment in their future and crucial for the overall progress and empowerment of women in society. Through our Restored Hope program, Your Excellency, we have successfully reintegrated girls and girls who dropped out due to pregnancy back into school. We remain grateful for the national guidelines for school re-entry in basic education, and we appeal for support to facilitate more girls to return to school. Additionally, Your Excellency, studies have shown that girls from poor families miss 20% of school days in a year due to lack of sanitary towels. Data from the Ministry of Education indicates that a girl that is absent from school for 4 days in 20 days loses 13 learning lessons, equivalent to 2 weeks of learning in every term, which affects their performance. To ensure our girls concentrate in their education, we provide sanitary towels to ensure that no girl misses school due to lack of this important supply. Your Excellency, gender-based violence, GBV, a modern-day pervasive violation of human rights, remains a significant obstacle to women's empowerment globally. Women and girls in Embu County are disproportionately affected by gender-based violence. Alarming statistics reveal high rates of physical and sexual violence in the county, emphasizing the urgent need for action. According to the 2022 Kenya Demographics and Health Survey, KDHS, 34% of women in Kenya have experienced physical violence since age 15. The percentage of women who have experienced physical violence since age 15 in Embu County were 40.3%. In the same survey nationally, 13% of women reported that they had experienced sexual violence at some point in their lives, while those who had been sexually violated in Embu County were more than the national preference of 21.5%. Your Excellency, though our office is actively engaged in advocacy and awareness campaigns against the gender-based violence, no one arm of the government can end this fight alone. We all need to pull together to prevent and end gender-based violence. We are therefore urging our men religious and community leaders, health care providers, security personnel, and the justice sector, and members of goodwill to all play their part to ensure we eradicate gender-based violence. Additionally, Your Excellency, our office conducts training on economic empowerment for women and has provided funding through GAV to various women groups to enhance their business. This financial stability enables them to contribute meaningfully to their nation's GDP through their entrepreneurial endeavors. Today, we are honored to have some of these empowered groups present to showcase their business. We urge you to support women from grassroots to trade with not only the county government, but also with the national government to respond to today's theme of accelerating progress. In conclusion, Your Excellency, we express deep gratitude for the government support of women's leadership to executive levels. The challenge now lies in leading by example as we mentor others. We urge you, Our Excellency, to be intentional on women's leadership, especially at the grassroots levels, and entrust them to lead in initiatives like Nyumba Kumi and other various positions of administration, for example, and as an assistant chief, head teachers, chiefs, chairpersons of boards of management, just to mention but a few. We believe that such positions will not only propel women to greater heights, but will also help serve as a role model to women and girls in the villages and ultimately accelerate the progress. Your Excellency, as I conclude, I wish to kindly request you to support me establish a gender-based violence center and my Embu governor to kindly provide us with land for the same purpose. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for believing in us. May God bless you. May God bless Kenya. Happy International Women's Day. This is N Embu Women Representative. Na sasa nikiendelea kuketi, naomba tu niongee na lugha ambayo wamama wetu watasikia kwa sababu wako hapa. Atumia mwekuo. Gako karokemika president. Gako karokemika deputy president. Gako karokemika governor wetu. Asanteni sana, Your Excellency. Nituramenya ofisi yaku ni rarwa na njovi muno ira itaimbetekerie ni watho. Na atumia aria mai guku nio casualties a njovi ira itaimbetekerie ni watho. Atumia aya monaga thuri yao na marere uguo matakumenya kuria marere kana magoka mayatukire. Kwe masukuru thaino mataina ciana cia cukuru because ovoro wa ciana nduramenyeka. And so, Your Excellency, niraboya ogwo twina nditi nene ya kurwa na dawa cia kurebia na njovi cia ibango twikirire undu ucio uboro wa kurwa na gender based violence thiini wa Embu County. May God bless you, may God bless Kenya, may God bless Embu County. Thank you.
Makofi ya women rep wetu. That was a very elaborate speech, and make sure you hand over that speech to His Excellency ili aende akisoma vizuri. Your Excellency, let me nitambue Deputy Governor wetu, tafadhali mahali huko simama uonekane na usalimie watu. Mpigieni makofi tafadhali. And before I hand over the program, Your Excellency, kwanza mimi nataka kukuambia shukrani. Ukiangalia kina mama wote ambao wako kwa serikali yako, they are very happy. Na hata wenyewe wana smile kuliko sisi zote. Ni kumaanisha unawaendelea kuwatunza na unawapeleka vizuri. And Your Excellency, I remember wakati tulikuwa natafuta kura, na you are very specific and keen kuhakikisha kura ya gavana wetu Excellency Cecily Mbarire imechungwa na imekingwa vizuri. Na Your Excellency, nakumbuka you are calling us personally. Wakati kulikuwa na maneno kama haiendi mzuri, sisi tulisimama kidete na wewe, tukakinga kura ya Mwarwa Njagi, na nginya thaino niturakena nike governor wetu because of the work we did. And Your Excellency, hata vita physical ili happen ndio hiyo kiti isiende kwa mtu yoyote. And Your Excellency, hiyo ndio kitu umetufunza sisi kama vijana ambao you are mentoring katika uongozi hii ya nchi yetu, ya kwamba tukiweka kina mama mbele, and any community is measured by the progress of the women within that community. And Your Excellency, ile wakati tunafanya maendeleo huku, actually maendeleo nyingi ambayo tumegonga kwa ofisi yako ni maendeleo ya kusaidia kina mama. Your Excellency, Dhambana Dam ambayo tumekuwa tukisukuma na tukigonga mlango yako, ndiyo itafanya kina mama wa Manyata constituency na wale wa Mbere South waache kubeba mitungi katika mgongo yao, waweze kufungulia tap wakipata maji. Your Excellency, barabara ile nimekusumbua nayo sana, barabara ya kutoka Ena kwenda Kidhimu, mahali unapenda sana, mahali inaenda mpaka Ndato alafu ikuje hivi Kivwe ikuje Kangaru pale. Hiyo barabara Your Excellency zilizonoa inakusumbua nayo sana, ni kwa sababu kina mama wengi sana wanaangushwa kwa barabara wakibebwa na nduthi, na ningetaka kina mama wakienda wanaruka bump wakiendelea kukubariki Your Excellency. Your Excellency, hizi soko tumekuomba na umetupea. Soko hii hapa kubwa ya town yake mahali inaitwa Mbuvori, ya kule kunaitwa upande ingine ya Karurina na Kidhemo. Your Excellency, hizo soko tumekuomba kwa sababu tunataka kina mama wetu waendelee kukaa mahali mzuri na waendelee kufanya biashara yao vizuri. Your Excellency, nimeambiwa ni kuombe hombi moja. Kuna pesa inaitwa Women Enterprise Fund, na hiyo pesa Your Excellency tungetaka uipige boost na uisupport, ndio hawa kina mama wakuwe business women wenye wanajiendeleza kimaisha yao. Nikimaliza Your Excellency, nataka in absentia nitambue kina mama kidogo ambao wameweza kutusaidia sana katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Kwanza kabisa nataka kuheshimu na nitambue kwa heshima na taadhima your wife Rachel Ruto. Your Excellency, the work she has done for women is in records of history as among the most impactful projects that have been undertaken in this nation. Mwingine Your Excellency nataka kutambua ni Pastor Dorcas, Pastor Bishop Dorcas Rigathi Gachagua. Your Excellency, huyo mama alikuwa hapa tuko, akashikilia vijana wetu ambao saa hii I want to report wengine wako rehab karibu 300 hapa kwetu Manyata kwa maneno ya shida ya pombe. Na Your Excellency, I want to say that it is very noble that duty Dr. Dorcas has taken. Kwa sababu Your Excellency, hapa tulikuwa na kina mama wengi sana wameadhiliwa na pombe. Na saa hizi I visited the rehab ile iko pale Mutunduri, nikapata wanatibiwa na nikashukuru Mungu. Nikasema pahali yupo abarikiwe. Ama nyinyi mnasemaje? Wa mwisho Your Excellency nataka kutambua is your daughter Charlene Ruto. We have hosted her a number of times here, akifanya kazi ya kushikilia vijana wetu, na anafanya hiyo kazi not through a budget, not through nothing, but from the devotion of the heart. Pahali yupo nataka tumshukuru pia kwa sababu ya kushikilia na kujitoa ndio aweze kushikilia nchi yetu ya Kenya. Your Excellency, nikimaliza, najua umetuamrisha kama wabunge we solve once and for all the 2/3 gender dilemma ile hii nchi yetu iko nayo, na umekuja na formula ambayo tumeona inafanya, and I want to declare from Embu in Manyata constituency, mimi nitakuwa champion mkubwa wa hiyo maneno yako ya kumalizana na 2/3 gender rule iweze kukua sawa sawa na constitution yetu ianze kufanya kazi. Your Excellency, asante sana, Mungu akubariki. Mimi nitaendelea kukaribisha ukuje huku kwetu tena na tena, na kwa sababu wewe ni mtu ya form ni kujituma, uendelee kubarikiwa. Asante sana, Mungu awabariki. Thank you.
Your Excellency, allow me to take this opportunity to appreciate the presence of everyone who is here today to celebrate the International Women's Day with the great women of this nation. As we commemorate the International Women's Day 2024, we celebrate the remarkable achievements and contributions of women and girls and all those who support their cause across the globe. It is a day to recognize their resilience, strength, and unwavering determination against all odds. The theme for this year is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. Nagekuyu tugaga atiriri, kuhe atumia hinya ni kuri umithio munene. Atumia ugai women power. Women power. This is a day when we celebrate the achievements of women in all spheres of society, including politics and decision making. So as we mark this day, Your Excellency, I want to urge every one of us to remember to tap into the incredible God-given potential that is in our women and girls in order to achieve collective development in our society. Your Excellency, with your permission, I wish to recognize the 7 beautiful and wonderful ladies who have broken the glass ceiling to become the best performing governors in this nation. And I request them to stand up so that we can appreciate them. Atimia netugerei governors aito gemi inya cia kairetu. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Let me also appreciate our development partners who have continued to support the cause of women and girls in this country over the years. But I also want to give special recognition to our greatest champion of the women agenda, who is none other than His Excellency the President of this great nation. Gemi idano siaka mwana, atimia tuekuo. Aya tuaberelie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your Excellency, this is really to thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy schedules to celebrate with us the International Women's Day. And with your permission again, allow me to invite Honorable Sophia Abdinol, the Chair, National Council for Children's Services, to come and give her very brief remarks. It's also good to note that she's the first female women MP from the Northeastern region. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocol observed. I am very humbled and honored to be here today to celebrate the International Women's Day 2024. This is indeed a special day to recognize the achievement and the contribution of women in our society and to reaffirm our commitment to gender equity and women empowerment. We recognize our G7 women. We recognize our governors women. You have seen what they have done. They have shined, they have shown us what they have done and what a woman can do. Women are the backbone of our nation. They deserve respect, recognition, and support. They are making difference in every sector, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, investing in women to accelerate progress is not only the right thing, but it's the smart way of doing business, Your Excellency. Today, as we celebrate success in women empowerment and advancement in Kenya, we must also acknowledge the challenges and barriers they face. We know women still face discrimination, violence, poverty, lack of education, healthcare challenges, clean and safe drinking water, and limited opportunity, Your Excellency. We know we have a long way to go to achieve sustainable development goals and the Agenda 2063 of the African Union, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we have the power of solidarity, partnership, and collaboration as the women of this nation. Your Excellency, I want to take you back to the constitution-making process, and I want to affirm to this gathering and to the nation that the contribution, Your Excellency, you made in guiding the process, in supporting women agenda, in supporting the vulnerable and the minorities and persons with disability, is something that I'm confirming because I was seated when you were contributing to the matters of women, Your Excellency, our President. Your Excellency, our President, the 47 women seats that we have today is courtesy of your contribution, Your Excellency. And we must say thank you so much for that. Your Excellency, we acknowledge and appreciate the renewed commitment of implementation of two-thirds gender principle. Indeed, Your Excellency, it is the first time in the history of Kenya that a president has taken a bold step in this matter by identifying the two-thirds as an outstanding constitutional matter, that when you went further in proposing a formula that the multi-sectoral working group on two-thirds gender principle have considered, have written the report, completed, Your Excellency, and we handed over our report to our appointing authority, CS AJAABU, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, thank you so much. You have had the women, you have taken the women by your hand, you have worked with them, and now we know you are concluding the two-thirds gender principle. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Wamama hai. Aya, tusalamie raisi na tukue na furaha. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, next we are going to have Ms. Anna Mutavati, County Rep UN Women Kenya, who is also going to make very brief remarks. Let us clap for her as she approaches the podium, please.
Chief guest, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. His Excellency Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua. Our host today, Her Excellency Governor Cecily Mbarire, Governor of Embu County. Distinguished guests, all protocols observed. Good morning and happy International Women's Day. I bring greetings from the UN family, United Nations family in Kenya. I also bring apologies from our UN resident coordinator, who unfortunately could not make it to join us today. My name, as introduced, is Anna Mutavati. I am the country representative of UN Women to Kenya. I am joined here by members of the United Nations family in Kenya. And we are also honored to be hosting the Deputy Executive Director of the United Nations Population Fund, who is visiting Kenya from New York. Let me begin by thanking you, Your Excellency, for your presence today as we commemorate this year's International Women's Day. Your participation is proof of your personal commitment and your dedication and the dedication of your government to honor women while advancing gender equality. Distinguished guests and excellencies today we are joining the rest of the world in commemorating the International Women's Day under the theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. We celebrate the progress that we have made globally and in Kenya in terms of advancing the rights of women, but also reflecting and gearing up for the persistent and emerging challenges that confront us today. Allow me, Excellency, Mr. President, sir, to share a few data points to demonstrate the theme for this year. According to the report on the Sustainable Development Goals, there is no country in the world that is on track to achieving gender equality by 2030. Globally, 1 in every 10 women is living in extreme poverty. More than 1 in every 4 women lacks access to safe drinking water. Only 17% of inventors and innovators in international patents in 2022 were women, compared to 83% men. Closer home in Kenya, evidence shows that on average, women spend approximately 5 hours per day doing unpaid work, which is about 5 times more than men do. We all know that this keeps women from engaging in economic activity and advancing themselves and their families. Additionally, female-headed households are poorer than male-headed households in Kenya. So female-headed household poverty stands at 38.8% compared to 32.7% for male-headed households. Rural female-headed households have the highest poverty rate at 42.5%. Your Excellency, Mr. President, since today is about celebration, I would like to celebrate Kenya on the impressive progress that the government has made to date. In 2022, in the general elections, we saw a record number of women who were elected to positions of governor. Kenyans in 7 counties entrusted 7 women governors with leadership to deliver on the promise of devolution. Congratulations, Kenya. Indeed, yesterday you joined us and the 7 women governors and all the well-wishers as the governors launched their strategy to deliver this promise on devolution and to grow the number of women governors from the current 7 to 24. Secondly, we celebrate your personal commitment, His Excellency, by driving the not more than 2/3 gender rule to its finality. This will be historical, Your Excellency, and a legacy for women and girls. Thirdly, we celebrate Kenya's efforts towards the adoption of the policy on care work, joining Ivory Coast, the only other country that has this policy on the African continent. Fourthly, we commend your government's leadership on generation equality, aimed at ending all forms of violence against women. And even as we celebrate, we are also aware of the rising cases of femicide that have continued to dog this country. As I end, Excellency, let me make a few recommendations. 1, the need to invest in education and skill development programs that empower girls and women to study science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Secondly, to expedite the passing of and adoption of the care policy, which will free up women and increase the investments that will reduce the burden of unpaid care work on women. Thirdly, Excellency, is to call for increased resources towards your commitments on gender-based violence, including the rising issues of teenage pregnancy And lastly, let us also